6 months after Steven Twitch boss committed suicide, his wife Allison Holker is speaking out about disturbing claims that she was complicit in her husband's death. I still feel like the rest of the world does, in that we are all still in shock because no one was prepared for that moment, and no one saw this coming. The autopsy report for late Ellen show DJ Steven Twitch boss has finally been released to the public, revealing shocking new details about Twitch's flowers. However, the autopsy report left fans even more confused about Twitch's mental state, and a lot of fans were still struggling to accept that Twitch took his own life, and some of them are again accusing Allison of hiding something. Well, Allison is now breaking her silence on all these speculations and opening up about her late husband's final day. He wanted to be the strong one for everyone, and I think that was a little scary for him to think that he might need to ask for help. You know, people say a lot of what were the signs, and he was so much love and light. It's been nearly 6 months since dancer choreographer in the Ellen show DJ Steven Twitch boss took his own life in a California motel a short walk from the house he shared with his wife Allison and their 3 children on December 12, 2022. Twitch left his home on Fu T carrying a small bag and checked into the Oak Tree Inn in Chino, California. The following day, Allison ran into an LAPD station and pleaded with the officers to help her look for Twitch, telling them that something was off because Twitch would never leave home without his car. The officers followed Allison back to her house. However, while they were on their way there, they received a radio call from Oak Tree Inn after a maid discovered Twitch's body in the bathroom. A rep for the LA Police Department later confirmed in a statement that Twitch died from a self-inflicted gunshot wound and claimed that there were no signs of foul play. But despite the official ruling, fans were really struggling to accept that someone like Twitch would take his own life. The manager at Oak Tree Inn later told Radar Online that his staff didn't notice anything unusual when Twitch checked in, and he didn't appear to be in any sort of distress and wasn't visibly upset about anything. The manager also initially claimed that no visible suicide note was left. However, the police later confirmed that Twitch did indeed leave a note alluding to past challenges, but we still don't know what kind of challenges Twitch was referring to, and Allison told the police that she and Twitch didn't have any issues, and she also denied they argued prior to his death. Another reason why Twitch's death came as such a shock to many was because Twitch and Allison talked about expanding his family just weeks before he passed back in November. Twitch and Allison appeared on the Jennifer Hudson talk show, and Twitch said that trying for another baby is a constant conversation. Our youngest turned 3. And it's just it, and I know she's so cute. Oh my god, do you miss having a newborn in the house? Sorta. Oh, I think we would love to start trying for another one. Oh, yeah. Also, just 4 days before Twitch's body was discovered at the Encino Motel, me and Allison celebrated their 9th anniversary, and they both shared tributes to each other on Instagram. And then on December 12th, the same day Twitch checked into Oak Tree Inn, he and Allison both shared the same dancing video on IG. And this is why so many fans refused to accept that Twitch took his own life, while some of them claimed that Twitch had high-functioning depression and was able to hide his symptoms from everyone. Others accused Allison of hiding the real truth. Some fans questioned why Allison didn't contact the police. Singh later confirmed in a statement that Twitch died from a self-inflicted gunshot wound and claimed that there were no signs of foul play, but despite the official ruling, fans were really struggling to accept that someone like Twitch would take his own life. The manager at Oak Tree and later told Radar Online that his staff didn't notice anything unusual when Twitch checked in, and he didn't appear to be in any sort of distress and wasn't visibly upset about anything. The manager also initially claimed they felt that her original statement, which she issued mere hours after Twitch was discovered dead, was too composed. The day after Twitch left their house without his car, Allison released a statement in which she said, "It is with the deepest sadness that I must inform you that my husband Steven has passed away." She continued, "Steven lit up every room he walked into, valued family, friends, and community above all else, and leading with love and light was everything to him." However, one Twitter user commented, "To be honest, it was her initial statement that really didn't sit well with me. It seemed to wow," and another fan said that it was highly odd that Steven's wife waited until the next day to report him missing, adding that an inquiry is necessary for the welfare of his children. "I was unaware that she hadn't called." Meanwhile, various conspiracy theories began to surface online. ranging from claims that Twitch was having financial problems to accusations that Allison and Ellen DeGeneres were complicit in his death. Actor and choreographer Columbus Short claimed that Twitch lost his life savings in a bad investment, but a family dispute this claim. Regarding the rumored relationship between Twitch and Ellen DeGeneres, some fans pointed out that Anne Hedge, Ellen's ex-girlfriend, also passed away under suspicious circumstances just 4 months before Twitch did. Source denied this and told TMZ that Twitch was not going through any sort of financial hardship at the time leading up to his passing away. The LA County Medical Examiner coroner released the results of the autopsy on December 6 and stated that no active substances were found in the body of actress Anna, who was seen writhing around Donna Gurney as firefighters loaded her into an ambulance after her car crashed into a Mar Vista home. The day after Twitch left their house without his car, Allison released a statement in which she said, "It is with the deepest sadness that I must inform you that my husband Stephen has passed away." She continued, "Stephen lit up every room he walked into, valued family, friends, and community above all else, and leading with love and light was everything to him." The police initially claimed Anne crashed her car while driving while intoxicated and acting erratically. But now that Twitch's autopsy has also been made public, it is clear that this was not the case. I don't think he committed suicide, and I'm very suspicious of his wife. But others say people should leave Allison alone because it's not typical for depressed people to conceal their symptoms from loved ones. These theories about Twitch's death, which blame Ellen and the wife and claim it's suspicious because he appeared happy, demonstrate that people don't understand mental health. No one was prepared for that time and nobody saw this coming, so I still feel like I'm like the rest of the world. However, I find it so tragic that he was there and we weren't. The knowing people say a lot of like, "What were the signs?" And he really wanted to be everyone's Superman. He said that a lot. As for all the negative comments and speculations about her husband's death, Alston asked fans to show some grace, and she shared that thinking about the years she got to spend with Twitch helps her ignore all the negativity and move forward. Tell me about how that sits with you. There's a large stigma that comes with it. I just think we can find a little bit of grace have. You've been on the receiving end of things that weren't quite so graceful for, and the word widow is hard, and it's never easy when you hear it. But I had 13 years. I got 13 years with one of the most magical humans I learned. Oh, I'm sorry. I learned so much about love and gratitude. And so my commitment to him is to still move forward from that. But it looks like some fans will never be convinced that Twitch took his own life, and some of them are now again calling out Allison over her new inte. Our view here she is speaking out again about Twitch and pretending to cry but not shedding a single tear. One fan commented her children are heartbroken and will be for the rest of their lives, especially around Christmas. I would think she would cry about that if nothing else. And another fan said it. Will never believe he deleted himself. Something to me is all, no matter how the narrative goes, right, but no investigation. I would have investigated everyone close to my husband. And I mean everyone, bah. Tay, how do you feel about people still blaming Allison for what happened? Do you think there's really something suspicious about Twitch's death? Let us know in the comments and don't miss out on the next video. Many thanks.